LAG has the opportunity to just like kill that vibe right out of the gate. So we'll see on sub base as we finally get into the snow.
Take two. Well played, Chance. Fantastically said there. And we know you made someone happy. The Hannon family, his mother and father watching this one, you know they've got a big old smile on their face now. Here we go in a sub base one more time. Second attempt here, cracking open this series. LAG taking on Toronto Ultra. Map number 1. Let's get it.
It'll be what, probably roughly the same opening break. Yeah, we saw players like Insight just going and playing long and locking it down. Everybody else moving to some power positions. And well, last time it was Estriel that got the first kill. This time it's Scrap. If his controller works, gonna be shooting just a little bit better. But double trades coming through. Early P1 time to Ultra.
Yeah, P1 again. A lot of boxes to play around here. There's a little bit of a guessing game. Lovely shots there from I believe it was Estriel. Nice hops. Take care of that player in point. Assault finding one as well. World champion, MVP caliber player. Kleenex absolutely schmoving there with the Rival 9. We talked about that at COD Next, how in this game players are so mobile. The way, you know, the various attachments work, the way movement works in this game, you can certainly get things going. And Tobias Juhl Jonsson putting things to work already.
Yeah, always getting that extra damage in, making the trades nice and easy for his teammate. And this might be one of the mixiest hills we have in the game, certainly in terms of like difficulty of staying alive. But 32 seconds ain't bad off the rip for Ultra. So nice little lead they've already built on the rotation, though. You see LAG have completely locked down P2, and guys like Assault, well, had an opportunity to spawn kill. Actually, I think number 6 Envoy sort of spawns up in the back. So this is a very mixy map. It'll be that way for a while.
Mixy indeed. Over to this old submarine hangar. Yep, it's a busy one. Toronto Ultra are in. Can they hold on to it for long? Estriel on a bit of a flank. He has been read and dealt with. Kleenex to the man that gets that one done. Scrap, though, on your screen for a moment there. He's going to be locking down those players the inside of the hard point. It's a two-pronged attack right now, funneling through the front most of the LAG players. And the tags are there. Kleenex eats them alive. Kills all over the place. Fantastic awareness again. It's a 5 spree for Kleenex.
I mean, they literally got a 4 down, and this is sort of the least chaotic we have seen any hill so far on sub base for Ultra. Absolute stranglehold they have on it. Electric shots as well for that cruise missile. Kleenex has not lost a single step.
Nope, and he's calling this cruise immediately, trying to break this hard point open. Very, very close from the side of the inside hangar over towards the dry dock, and that is going to be that. It doesn't land, force those players to the inside. Bit of an awkward split right now for the LAG members. That's the purple arrows on the minimap. And Ultra chance a commanding start.
Yeah, still though, not an easy hill for either team to really get any time. There would have been number 7 and number 8. Scrap stole the kill from him, but 7 spree nonetheless. And this is a hill that you don't always see teams collecting all of the time in the world because it's difficult to stay alive, and that is a lot of white empty time. There's already been a minute shaved off the game clock.
Yeah, this is the hard point that certainly eats away at the game clock, doesn't necessarily add to the score lines. But for now, Toronto Ultra in a very happy spot, 71 points, first to 250 in hard point. We might not see it here on sub base. That might be the name of the game, but as data accumulates throughout the season, we'll have a far better indicator of what to expect. For right now, though, it's pure kills. Kleenex, the man of the moment, 11 and 4 over to Fame. Had a wonderful season with Minnesota Røkkr last year. Can he bring the same sort of fun and good times to LAG? So far, so good.
Yeah, gonna need to right now. By the way, back spawn, get left open. Kleenex is gonna spawn in the back, so is number 6. And you have to recognize this pressure very quick, because this was the opportunity for LAG to get back in the game, because you had the deep spawns coming in from Ultra. And for the moment, they're able to get the hill time, but look at that awareness from Dylan. Envoy, head on a swivel, ready for the kills, and just like that, the break is in.
Breaks in. Those non-stop gunfight victories, whether in front or behind. Everyone from Ultra wins their ones. Fantastic moment to soak up some more time. They're over the 100-point mark. Halfway through this inside hard point. And no one's getting close from LAG so far. Powerful stuff. Envoy with a second there. Ridiculous shots.
Yeah, I think this map might be shaping up the way the fans were potentially expecting it to. LAG, this was the hill, their opportunity to get back in the game, and gave up some spawns. Ultra just capitalized, take full advantage, and right back to some elite shots, power positions. Estriel might get the trade, but I think every AR on this team is going to be able to get the headshots like it's nothing. Kleenex doing the exact same.
Yeah, this is not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. Ultra running the show so far. Brand new hard point open up now to business. On the outside. By that, what, BPD? EP, BPR, BTR? Forget what they're called. It's crazy Russian word for them groovy tanks. Envoy still finding the kills. Can he get the break? No, Fame's going to lock it down. Good work out of LAG. This is solid time. They're the rotation, and they're holding on to it so far. Scrap trying to battle his way forward. Might have an opportunity. No, good reads, good comms. Once again out of the Guerrillas.
Yeah, LAG actually have really nice pressure on both sides of this hill, so not easy to really try to approach and attack. The headshots are certainly going to help, and that is a wonderful angle from Insight. Certainly a player you want to watch if you want to learn how to play Call of Duty. He is very structured and not too shabby around the objective as well. Unfortunately, it's Envoy that takes him down, but where LAG finally have a nice setup, get a little bit of time, that's one set of rotations in, and it is an 80-point game.
Yep, indeed. Back to square one we go. Center of the map. Fame can't stay alive for much longer. The snow does not stop. Many bullets. DC, big win there. 19-9 from him. Despite that scoreline, he has kept it individually very, very strong for LAG. Can they turn that into scoreline, though? That is the question. Still P1 wide open. Estriel now from up top. Gets the second. An open hard point for now. Naked. Not a soul in there. Lovely tags, but no time until DiamondCon gets in there. Scrap a big one. Again, chance. And it is non-stop. Kills and time for Ultra.
Yeah, there's just not a moment to breathe when you're playing against Toronto. Like, they got nearly 3 down, scraps the masked man up, and he just wins 2 gunfights, including against the guy in the hill. So any small opportunity LAG have had, they've just been slightly off with the kills to actually be able to really build upon anything. Looks like the final 10 seconds might go their way, but you see that rotation. A lot of those white arrows for Toronto already swarming around that new time.
Over to the hangar we go again. Fame. No. Scrap the fadeaway there with the pistol. Lovely shots from him. And now a good one. An opportunity now for the fans in Toronto to enjoy themselves. We're going to have a quick listen in with Toronto Ultra.
Go inside door, side door. Side door, I'm side door. Side door, weak. Absolute side door. One guy.
Side door still.
I'm holding that one. I'm going close.
Back. Nice side door.
Got Heady. Got Heady, got Heady.
Behind me, loading and got Heady.
Spawn killing one.
And then one got Heady, boys.
Hey now.
Let the guy spawn first. I spawned here.
I don't see anything here.
Back
alley.
Yes. London Hill.
Yo, top P2 right corner.
Back
Loading
though.
I'm one.
It's not child it.
Loading.
Stun him.
Loading dead.
Nice, one more out window.
Close window.
Top
Ready?
snow.
I got naded. John?
Snow right now, one top window.
Lay down close.
Top window, top window, one
Top
snow.
window.
Yeah, top window, one snow.
Top window's on time.
Hold down low. 15.
Is it mid of me?
Back, yeah. Mid.
Holy back alley. Back alley. One shot back
He's
alley.
in mid lane, I think.
Big mid alley.
Are we sure?
Top Academy weak. He's going top 3.
Top three, yeah.
One
Top double.
deep loading.
I'm trying to
Heavy
hit
crates.
That did. I don't know where I
Nice,
killed
that's the
him.
guy double.
I'm top 3, by the way.
one more top 3 pinch.
Yeah, I'm looking. Look, short, weak.
Yeah.
One mid alley.
Mid, that's guy short.
Good.
I'm trying to
Nice
hold.
one.
Could be long, could be
Behind
long.
Oh, loading. Loading right now.
Long one shot.
I got
Long
one.
one shot.
Loading.
Lane down
Loading.
long. Lane down long.
Loading dead.
Lane down long. Last
See
guy.
one right now.
I'll get time.
Okay.
Long to short. And then one top cat. One shot, top cat, one mid
Cat
alley.
is dead.
Mid alley,
Mid
last
alley.
one.
Still
Is
mid
it
alley.
loading weak?
Done loaded.
That's 1P2, all long.
All long.
I'll try
So,
soak.
it's all long.
You can.
Yeah.
Have your camera?
Well, there's sort of your staple Toronto Ultra comms. I know it seems low energy, and when we first heard him back in Cold War, it seemed a little bit off. We've all grown to learn about how easy it is to play when you're that calm in-game. You're always heads up and aware, and it always is nice to be able to listen to, except for Scrap. Scrap's always high energized. Man loves it.
It still fits like a glove into the squad, though. 70-plus game right now for Toronto Ultra. DiamondCon at a great range there. Beautiful shots from Scrap, and still tagged up 33 HP. Assault and none the wiser. Trophies in place. He somehow managed to get the hard point to himself. There are a few members of LAG towards that right-hand side. That's what we're calling the back for now. And forward into the hard point they go, but they've got to contend with Scrap. There's the first. Estriel slides on in, managing to get in position, but the trophy should save the day for the moment. But that is still a lot of ordnance being thrown in. LAG, a late break. Got to hold on to it now, though.
I mean, this is your true square up, right? 50-50 battle, trying to slide across just to make it for survival. Who can get the trophies out as well? The nades rolling through for the damage, and no trophies on the side of LAG, so the nade gets a kill and is gonna back him down. Reinforcements here from Ultra. The cross fights are absolutely insane, and no trophy gonna cost you. That is 3 nade kills on this hill alone, and Ultra taking full advantage.
LAG still spawning in the back corner. They're not able to get out just yet. New hard points up over to the BTR on the outside. Envoy absolutely pissing bullets on the inside of the hard point now. 21 and 26 for him. Slow, but still a minute plus of time. New hard points up. LAG have managed to slip the net. Low side of the minimap. Can they stay alive, though? Jamie Craven says, hell no. Puts a couple of bullets there into Assault. Takes care of business. New hard points up. And Ultra with a foothold.
Yeah, and I just noticed too, both Insight and Scrap have the trophies out and ready to go. Not really in a situation where they're desperate to toss them out, but I know trophies incredibly important in this game. Whoever has that sort of advantage, it's going to go a long way. But for the moment, you see the trophy inside the hill for LAG, collecting that time, but Envoy shredding players down. Breaks coming through. That's 3. Looking for the clean 4. Clean X gets it. Kill time back from Ultra, and welcome to a little bit of a spawn trap.
Yeah, that's the pressure as well. Not only are you soaking up the time, you're keeping these players damaged or at least dead, and that's what you want to see. Envoy on a 4 spree, 2 in hand. Their third, 5th kill in a row. Ultra looking for the win right here.
Yeah, this is going to shape up to be the most dominant hardpoint win we have seen so far this year. Granted, only day 2, but for it being sub-base, this is a clinical effort from Ultra. Going back over towards P1, just got to collect 9 seconds. The kills all flowing their way, and as predicted, Envoy, great objective time, nearly the main slayer as well.
Oh, he's putting the 8 spree now. Yeah. One of the biggest we've seen so far. And Ultra, we padded the stats a little bit towards the end, but great start from them. Very, very dominant display on sub-base. The game clock was nowhere to be seen. As the boys quickly rehydrate and think about search and destroy, that was a great opener.
And again, you know, you talk about the Ultra comms, how good their teamwork is going to be. These are all like, you know, especially for Insight and CleanX and Envoy, like established veteran players at this point. And Scrap might be a little bit new, but again, MVP caliber, led the lobby in slaying, top damage as well. This is a terrifying team to go against, and for Estriel, I think this is sort of a welcome to the league sort of moment. He did play well, absolutely kept up in the kills columns, had great damage output as well, but as a collective unit, you get out slayed by maybe, I don't know, 10, 12 kills, you lose by 130.
That's a lot, mate. That's a lot. DiamondCon had great stats, you know, sort of halfway through the map, that will vanish, but good on Estriel. At the very least, shooting back. A difficult thing to do against a team of this caliber, because Ultra have been doing it like this, since Cold War. Very, very strong rosters for the longest of time. Quick look at the highlights, though, from that opening sub-base. DiamondCon as well. Little, strong start, slow finish. We'll see if they can't keep that going into the search and destroy and find themselves, because so far, Ultra, you know they want this to be a 3-0.
And, you know, actually, yeah, this gunfight right here, by the way, I was going to try to talk about it. When Scrap wins that one-on-one against the Assault, that's one of those, like, trophy player 1v1s that whoever gets it now gets the trophy actually inside of a hard point. And it's gunfights like that that can really set your team apart, because keep in mind for Ultra, they got the trophies in the hill first. Scrap was alive, and the way that hill played out, that was the moment where, like, Envoy got a double kill with the nade. Scrap gets another kill with the nade, because the trophy player for LAG never able to quite get in position for that like extra sort of protection. So like the big things were going right for Ultra, the little things were going right from Ultra, and a lot of gunfights were going their way as well. But again, if the devil is in the details, I don't know. This is a team with now 4 horns.
There we go. Toronto Ultra, dominant start to the series. Envoy got to be feeling good, looking good in the purple as well. And that was one for the fans there in Toronto as well. Let's go, baby. High Rise, search and destroy. Yeah. First time we've seen this so far in the CDL 2024 season. Bit of Karachi control as well, quickly becoming a favorite among the analysts. Double dose of invasion, just in case the first invasion doesn't quite eliminate the enemy. We're going to be doing it again for search and destroy game 5, if we have to go there. So far, I mean, the search and destroy will be very telling chance of how the rest of the series goes. Teamwork so far, especially in the respawns, looking great for Ultra. LAG, though, far from done. Let's see how this search goes on High Rise.
Well, they certainly have their work cut out for them. I mean, High Rise is a map where you like really have to keep track of like everything that is going to be open. Underground is always going to be a focal point. We've already seen both in Respawn and Search and Destroy those deep underground flanks that are an absolute dagger if you do not keep track of. And I know for Ultra, a player like Envoy might be the type of thing he makes his bread and butter.
Yeah, you can almost expect him to be down there. The question is, you know, which tunnel at what time? That's going to be the real guessing game. Look at him. He's thinking about it right now. He's thinking about all the routes he's going to take, all the timings he's going to get, all the fun he's going to have, and the flanks he's going to get. I mean, is he going to be shot from the front? I doubt it. We'll find out, though, because we are riding Ultra, doing tricks on it right now, but we'll do what we can to pull this on back, reel it to the other side of the stage, the other purple team, who have got a lot to prove. I think this roster was one that coming into the league had a decent amount of criticism chance. I mean, whether it was the way the roster was formed or the the expectation for them. A lot of challenges players, and we'll see how it goes. No easy feat, you know, to be in the league this fiercely competitive. Someone's got to be dead last, and I think, you know, a lot of the coaches polls, which we talked about briefly beforehand, did not have the strongest, you know, opinion of LAG, but we'll see how things go.
I mean, again, there is like a certain degree of like learning curve to a game. Like the number of teams that have a player that actually played MW2 back in the day and is like used to these maps, that's like a nice little advantage you're going to get. So as you mentioned, this is quite a few either challengers players or very fresh faces to the actual pro scene, that being Diamondcon and Fame. So yeah, not a massive amount of experience on the team, but you're going to learn very quickly. Like again, when you play against Ultra, if you're only getting outslayed by maybe 10, 12 kills and you lose that badly, the amount of like tape and things you are going to learn in the VOD review, you're just learning. So I don't know if High Rise is going to be the same experience or not, or maybe this could be sort of like an S&D wizardry team, but Ultra is certainly a team that you have to play nearly perfect against.
You do indeed. That's another interesting point to see how well this LAG roster can learn after these tough series, because again, start of their season, oh baby, it's going to be an absolute screamer. Here we go in High Rise for the first time, the 2024 season.
And I'm trying to think about those propane tanks blowing up as well. If you want to just take them out like first thing, I think they're still active, and well, so is Kleenex on the map. 1 HP in a dream just for that player to be able to get away, but really no map pressure or presence for the side of LAG. Not that you necessarily need it. You can play for your spawn. Well, the nades are connecting. No trophies out yet.
Way downtown, that one was from Scrap. That first blood takes care of Estriel. Bomb over by B. Diamondcon knows what's up, but I think he managed to slip just underneath the view of Scrap. As soon as the shots start ringing out, though, he's going to cause problems. Can Diamondcon find anything before? Oh, you sneaky devil. You sneaky devil. Number one. Tags into the second. Eyes all over the place. Beautiful damage, but not enough. Ultra. Clean house in the meantime. Nice opening round.
Yeah, I mean, sneaky devil for sure. By the time he made the play, all of his teammates were dead, though. That is just very tough. And I know for like S&D, and something I think even Seattle was completely on point with was like the stun and nade coordination. Well, we just saw that round. No trophies out. Find a player, get some stuns as soon as you have your information, land a bunch of frags at his feet. So there's a free first blood, a free bomb plant, and a free round right there from Ultra. Everybody got a kill.
Everyone got their piece of the pie there. Here we go. Attacking opportunity for the LAG squad. Bomb in hand of Estriel, a little slower to the 50-yard mark with Fame. He was going to be the reconnaissance, and it did not go great. Took a couple of tags, and he's backed on up. It's a strong defensive line from Toronto Ultra.
Yeah, you see that's Envoy responsible from underground. He's doing it with an MCW, but got that early intel. And I mean, this is a bunch of power positions Toronto have already collected. Scrap's up top propane. That's not fun to deal with. They're trying to go for the nades, but Scrap too quick with it. He's already back down.
Less than a minute to go. Oh, Diamondcon gets himself involved. First blood on the Scrap there. One of the many assault rifles out of commission. Envoy's making his move. Bottom side of the map. He's already gone. Tags into the back. Does get taken care of, though. Lovely trade. Still the man advantage for LAG.
Yeah, good trades indeed. Kleenex, if he's popping the dead silence, might be running lightweight boots to be a little bit quicker. Either way, that bomb hasn't gone down, and this is just going to be a freebie. This is great timing. Bomb doesn't get planted. Kleenex gets out with his life for the moment for the 2v2 and is challenged. Diamondcon wins it, though. He needs to get this bomb down. Insight, Clutch Master. What can he do?
This is a fantastic call, though. Immediately dive into the bomb if you're Insight. Tags. Gets away with his life. Smooth moves from Diamondcon. Can he finish the kill? Yes. And there's the trade. LAG get on the board.
Yeah, that is a nice movement there from big old DC in that moment, just to slide out. Insight knew what was up. He knew Assault, who is just top heli, is going to be watching the cross, either from up top again or the green tarps, but he was forced to take the wide angle. Ends up getting killed. So that's like one of those moments where if DC is just a little bit too slow with that slide, Insight creates a 1v1 opportunity, but nothing cooking there. Nice bounce back round for LAG.
See how the trophies play out. Trying to protect the boys right now, Daddy Insight. And fast moves with that bomb. Envoy's managed to get himself far closer to the bomb site. I think a couple of players on the other side. There's a tiny window where they could have seen him, and even under the watchful eye of Jamie Craven, he's backed on up. Just over a minute to go.
Yeah, you see the nades, by the way, forcing Kleenex off of the top helipad, and, well, trades still come through, but it is trades out and about. Scrap again, getting picked on the B Street side of the map. This time, Fame gets the kill in LAG. Again with the man advantage, and should go a long way. Yeah, Diamondcon picks up the freebie. Kleenex, last one standing and gets traded out. That is B Street domination coming out from LA.
Nice stuff. A little hop check there from DiamondCon, the tiny little slit in the woodwork. Able to catch eyes on those players making their way up towards that side of the map. LAG doing a lovely job there of locking things down, Chance. I thought Ultra had a nice opening gambit. Again, Envoy able to get that bomb so close to B. Good defense out of LAG. Don't let anything get away from him. Fame sitting on that 2 spree. Needs it sorely, as he did have a very rough hard point.
Yeah, and while they've been able to sort of pick players apart on the B Street, LAG this time just sort of a nice spread through mid, getting a little bit of intel on a bunch of different crosses, but mostly leaning towards the A side of the map. Waiting for some information, clearing stuff out with nades, and maybe there's your smoke play. Estriel looking for some map control, but getting tagged up along the way.
Oh my god, he's eating a ton. He's managed to get himself in towards the site, but is it going to amount to a whole lot? Here comes Envoy, looking for the kill. Fame's down low with him. There's the trades back and forth. 2v2 now. As Fame's spree continues, the bomb down over by the site, all onto Insight.
He's just going to get spotted, right? Yep, shot in the back. Boom, taken care of. And that is, again, another good round from LAG. So there you go. Essendry Wizardry potentially out and about. DiamondCon playing incredibly well. I mean, the man put up electric stats in map 1, albeit for the L, but he has continued his slaying prowess here in map number 2. And I will say for Scrap, nice to get back on the board. He was the player sort of getting picked apart B Street. He picked up his kill this round, but in the end, doesn't even matter. LAG 3-1.
I did not know what to expect of DiamondCon really coming into MW3. Last time we saw him bring the noise was all the way back in Cold War, and so far the boy's shooting. No snakes this time. No Diamondback jokes from us. Double trophy action from Ultra upstairs, though.
Yeah, really trying to work that B Street again. Scraps the aggressive one on it. This time he has Insight for the help, and Envoy, again, the Reaper of Underground, able to get the first blood, and across the B bomb site as well. No one in position for the trades, but if he doesn't have a trophy, Envoy can't plant just yet, but now a 4 versus 2. Ultra, full control.
Essentially, that bomb is, yeah, there it is. Planted, finished. Massive advantage on our Toronto Ultra. 2 members left of LAG. Make it one.
Nice.
Scrap, what an aid. Banks off that propane barbie. Fame now in a world of hurt. Big damage dealt. Scrap's going for the kill. He's keeping the streak alive. You're running out of time, and here come Ultra. A firing squad of seemingly infinite ammo. Close the round out.
Yeah, absolutely shutting him down. Every single player, it felt like, was shooting him through walls in that moment. But big round for Ultra to get. Stop the bleeding. Both DiamondCon and Fame were on a bit of a kill streak there. So they get the nice little bounce back. And again, we saw their idea. B Street has been a bit of a focal point. They've struggled just a little bit. That time, Insight and Scrap working together. Got double trophies out. And of course, Envoy, responsible for Underground, has it on lock.
You can wallbang a lot of surfaces in this game, but that sort of drywall that we're dealing with on that side of the map feels particularly flimsy. Bomb's making its way over towards the A side of the map for now. Toronto Ultra stacked up over by B.
They've actually left like the B Street almost wide open, so a lot of pressure sort of just on site. And actually, as I say that, yeah, Scrap just jumps out, makes a move. He does get traded for the 3v3. And Kleenex trying to get active underground as Envoy picking up more picks.
This is the flank. Wide open part of the map to deal with. Bomb maybe down.
That's a gun.
LAG creeping forward. DiamondCon watching the flank though. The Kleenex have to play this slowly. He can see the shoulder of Fame. There it is. Springs to life. Manages to get the kill. All down to DiamondCon now.
Hey, this is just so difficult. Someone just going to be able to spot the information. He's getting swarmed as well. You have Insight just swinging all the way around. They've cleared out so much of the map. Only left B open, and yet just jumps down. Envoy. I don't know. I don't want to keep saying the Reaper of Underground, but he's been pretty consistent on this map by himself, so ends up getting the final kill there.
The king of the mole men, or whoever else lives underground these days. Lizard people, I don't know. Take your pick. We'll see you on Reddit. Envoy with another good closeout there. As Toronto Ultra showing, they haven't really missed too many beats when it comes to S&D. Envoy, of course, the newest addition to this very strong core, but we're up to 3-3 now. Spree starting to develop for the Canadian squad.
And just going right back to his home. Taking the deep route with the bomb as well. Staying underground. And Kleenex, speaking of, he's already pushed through. He has just gained a massive amount of information. This could be a free flank. And this is all 4 players for LAG stacked up over towards A. So you have so much map control and knowledge because of Kleenex in this moment. Ultra, this is looking like a great round.
Well, it could be. There's a lot of time, though, still before Kleenex can get into the fight. Number 1. Beautiful start. Inside gets 1 as well. So now it's a 4v2. Estriel and DiamondCon. World of hurt. Oh, but Estriel cleaned up and he's hanging from the stairwell. My God, Ultra take the lead 4-3.
Oh, yeah. I mean, LAG just goes for like a blind counter, I guess, with a 4 stack up over towards A. And then 25 seconds into the round, they now have control of like 20% of the map, and Ultra have the rest. So they basically just got funneled into death. And for Ultra, that's going to feel like a fantastic round. Now 3 in a row.
They'll look back on that one and realize, wow, we had no idea where anything was coming from. And the trades are one thing. The gun skill can only get you out of so many situations at this kind of level.
FaZe's taking a route, by the way.
Yeah. The wind's in their sails now. They're trying to make something happen.
Yeah, here's the Fame angle, trying to make the play for the team. A delicate moment, depending on what is going to be watched. Insight hasn't quite peaked out just yet. This is all about timing.
Here we go. Uh-oh.
Perfect.
Deal with Insight. There we go. First blood. Nice job from Fame. Estriel still making that bomb over towards the A side of the map. Envoy tagged up. This is the sort of pressure you want. Assault getting the kills. LAG. Love it when a plan comes together. Get it. The second for Fame, and that's the round.
Absolutely perfect. I mean, that is basically how you write it down, right? Fame goes and gets in position. They're clearing out the map, looking for a little bit of information. As soon as someone starts to take the gunfight with Insight on like that back like wood window, makes his move, gets the kill, and all of a sudden for Ultra, you got to hit the panic button. You're now looking at your spawn, looking over at helicopter, looking at the green tarps, and you just feel like you are surrounded. So you stop the bleeding. You shut down a bunch of kill streaks as well for LAG. And a nice little back and forth game.
4-4. High rise. Quite a close one. Bomb site dominated so far by the members of LAG here on defense. Envoy has been traditionally the bomb carrier for nearly every team he's been on. See if you can swap things up a little bit here. Fame just slowly playing for information chance right now. Name of the game is just spot anyone out you can.
Yeah, playing underground passively. DiamondCon, by the way, I think the propane might have blew him up for low HP, but has a nice angle. Pick scrap again. B Street control has been run by LAG. Underground has been run by Envoy.
Austria, he's got such a difficult choice to make now. They can come from either side. Front and the backside, he's worrying about it all, but that bomb has got a slightly delayed delivery date now. It's gone all the way around. Assault has eyes on. He knows that's Envoy, likely the carrier here in the 2v2.
Yeah, that's credit for Estriel, I believe, that was able to spot that underground push, but still only buys you the 1 kill, but also buys you a lot of time, because Envoy with the bomb has basically done a marathon running around this map, and they're trying to converge on B, working with Insight. You have to know Estriel's nearby.
He's gone for the double back. Oh my goodness, DiamondCon nails it. Insight can't get the trade. Good work out of LAG. What a patient play from the rookie Estriel.
That's beautiful work as well, right? Again, if Underground has sort of been dominated by Envoy, he gets 1 kill down low. Estriel is just in the perfect position to get that intel. And based on the way Assault played it, he saw both of those players hit Underground because Assault was ready for the second gunfight as well. And of course, a tough one for Ultra. If it's your bomb carrier that's doing laps around the map, never an easy situation to deal with.
I know. If you lose sight of him for a moment, it's likely going to be your ass. Eyes on the first. Go towards the B-bomb site. Nade's not going to land. Lethal's utility starting to get used quite quickly. No more attacks, I would imagine. That trophy down on the B-bomb site. Whoa, awkward situation to be in. Makes it work. Nice job, Fame. Stays alive. Another first blood. Estriel backs him up. What an advantage here on map point.
Oh, this is it. Yep, there you go.
Insight's got to get it. Can the King of Clutch show us what he's got here in MW3? And so far, I do not like his chances. The pressure is on here in the 1v4. DiamondCon. The silver bullet for the monster that is Jamie Craven, and he is down and out. And that is LAG tying up the series.
Yeah, and that is extremely well played by Guerrillas as well. I think they basically won, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 rounds basically just off of the B Street control. Scrap had a bunch of rounds where he was either just getting picked off for free like we saw in the final round, or even if Scrap gets one, there was always an instant trade coming through, it felt like. So LAG completely on point. DiamondCon threw up 11 kills as well. So nice and balanced in the first Bloods column, but LAG, just a little bit better on map 2.
2k damage as well. Diamondcon, kudos to him.
Oh, that's not right. LAG, yeah.
The other purple team, bloody purple teams. Sometimes the red teams go at each other. We used to have a couple of green teams. The Florida Mutineers, that's all changed, colors and all that stuff. But there we go. Nice job. It's tying the series up. Not something I think we all expected. So good job, LAG, making this one very interesting indeed. Now things get spicy as well because we've got no idea how Control's going to play out. Back to the respawns we go after this very quick commercial break. Toronto Ultra, the Los Angeles Guerrillas. When we come back.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty Week is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL. Start the season strong with the Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL Operator, Weapon Blueprint, and so much more. Check out the Call of Duty store in-game now.
You know you're having a good time in Toronto. There's a watch party every single time. Hope they're all enjoying themselves, staying warm, enjoying the festivities so far. Not loving the search and destroy though. But let's face it, boys and girls. You thought this was going to be a clean throw. You were wrong. Tied up 1-1, going into our Karachi control, and then a double dose of invasion to close the series out. Chance. Karachi control. We've seen a few of them so far. How are you feeling about it? No, you good.
Unmuted, my call. No. We had to fix that one. There are 3 key ideas we have on Karachi I think we've seen from different teams like in the league this year for control. Karachi sometimes different looks, sometimes in the desert. There's a lot going on, but A is going to get captured what feels like nearly every single round. There's been a little bit of fuzziness, but it's all about that B capture for the team attacking. The 3 key ideas: stack around the point, funnel them in through that back alley, and then just shoot them when they're coming over the dumpster. We've seen SMGs go like top bricks and like protect that ladder and go for spawn kills, and then we've seen a Taj get behind a fence and go for the straight up spawn kills. So it'll be interesting to see which these 2 teams, which idea they're going to elect to go with. Looks like a lot of AR domination towards A though for Ultra.
Oh, indeed. I wonder what that building was in the center of the map. That is some support structure. Maybe a minaret, who knows? A massive tower. We're in the A zone right now. And right now, the only massive tower is Insight, who's currently locking that bad boy down alone. Scrap, nice tags at range. Insight finally taken care of, but you do get an entire segment covered. And you get back in there and finish the job.
Yeah, nice angle check by CleanX as well, so you get back in the capture. No one's setting up for spawn kills just yet, and LAG trying to set up for some map control. Important gunfight that CleanX just wins at the bottom, by the way, so you have players like, number 3, Estriel, that are going to be worried about their spawn, but this is just oscillation and beads from Dylan Envoy. Does he miss?
Jesus, son, a lot of damage dealt. 2 minutes on the clock after A's gone, and the boys are immediately fiending for a bit of food over by B. Sending it towards the restaurant. It's a team dinner time. Looking for the stack. Can they get closer? Fame. Hang on, son. That looked a little bit more than 1 or 2 pumps, but either way, we'll let that one slide. As he gets taken care of now through the back alley. Players trying to funnel their way into the point. And CleanX is spoiled for choice right now. There are targets everywhere. Deady pots. Can he get a few more kills? Nope.
I mean, that's an important one for Ultra to shut down as well, or rather LAG to shut down Ultra. If he gets through the back for some spawn kills, things could have gotten dire, but things could get dire anyway. Assault cannot let this player cross or just win the gunfight. Strap's going to back him down. Made it towards the back just about as well. Ultra, him and CleanX putting the pressure on.
Yeah, Scrap not afraid whatsoever. Trophy in position. Can he stay alive here and get some reinforcements? He can. Here comes Envoy right behind him. Starting to build the numbers. Here's the push. Estriel gets over the wall. Can he get both of them? Simp out. Nice work from spawn into the halls of glory. Word to Priestahh. Just over a minute to go here, and a fantastic defense out of LAG.
Yeah, that is an insanely important gunfight that Estriel wins as well to pick up that 2-piece just to keep things alive. But still about a 50-50 sort of square up. All these players around the hill right now. A couple trades coming through. LAG still with the advantage, and Estriel gonna be holding it down as well. You scrap 1 shot. Easy trades there for Assault, but Ultra still pouncing and flying at this B zone.
Yeah, fantastic trades. 40 seconds to go. CleanX. Oh, he snuck in for a moment. Whoa! Again, Estriel taken care of. The trades are there. Diamondcon finds 2 of his own. Back-to-back action here in the diner. Insight manages to get himself closer. Onto the point. Stops the clock. Less than 30 to go. But he's doing it alone. Stays alive.
Oh, good lord.
Unbelievable. The second node. Trades on trades. CleanX is now in.
It's the kills department. It is 3 lives remaining. No more respawns on the side of LAG. Now down to 2. Easy cleanup for Scrap. And there is your round. And those are just a couple 2-pieces from the Ultra boys that just should not be able to happen. CleanX gets a filthy 2. Insight does the exact same thing. And where every single life matters towards the end like that, the difference maker. Just straight up gun skill from Ultra.
Those are the backbreakers, man. They're the ones 2 or more. Hard to bounce back from that one. 2-2 split right now from Toronto Ultra on defense. Nice nade out of Diamondcon to start proceedings here on this attacking round. LAG, see what you got.
I mean, lightweight boots, CleanX is flying, can't be heard. This man has 14 kills and is about to pick up a few more freebies as well. There's number 15 on Adam Assault. Now, of course, more cleanups coming through. Yeah, this is just down to perfection. Estriel, big gunfight win just to sort of stop that bleeding. CleanX right now is a menace on the map.
A bullet or two for finding himself on a highlight reel. Good job from Estriel. Still, defensively, Ultra not bad. They've managed to lose a single segment though, so LAG, kudos to them. The attack continues. The 4-man hit through the bottom side of the minimap. They're going to be up top as well. And Insight picks himself a sweet corner. Envoy causing problems all over the place. Assault and Estriel though, try to keep the play moving. Big issue you've got to worry about now is the time. They stop the clock on A once again.
Yeah, big wins. Finally, the clearance that they were looking for just to stabilize a little bit and get that A progression going. Double stacking it as well, so very much committed to the objective. Scrap, you see the sort of bigger idea on the map. It's that B zone long term, so everybody on Ultra, like clockwork, they are just funneling through that left side of the map, making sure that nobody can sneak through.
Envoy trying to desperately hold down this side of the map, hotel side. A little bit of backup as you now lose that zone, an additional minute to play with for LAG. Currently just pumping their way through the middle. Chance they're able to get out of spawn right now. This is a solid setup here from Toronto Ultra.
Oh, that's crazy too. Yeah, Insight picks up the 2. I was going to say LAG, if they can't work through the left side, trying to work through mid, but Insight there to just pick them apart. Maybe you have Diamond Con able to get behind enemy lines, but even number 7 off spawn, Insight rotating, picking up these players. So Ultra, again, like clockwork on the map, but still got to get the kills. LAG jumping on it.
Nice snap. Nice teamwork from LAG, though.
Oh,
Diamond Con once again, another 2. That's a 5 spree from him. And you're looking at pressure now on the point. Here we go. Fame on the inside. Insight and Envoy, they find their respective kills. Estriel, now you have got to go absolutely huge, son. Insight shuts him down. The play is dead for now.
Yeah, that's so tough too. Diamond Con actually picks up 3 from that top AC to sort of get that opening break on the play, but not enough to make anything happen. It's close in the lives column, but honestly, with 40 seconds left, until LAG can stop the clock on B, they don't have enough time to work with just yet. They've just had no presence on that B zone. Ultra constantly swarming around it.
Oh, Assault. Uh-oh. Big wins, less than 30 seconds to go. This is going to be a round win for Toronto Ultra. One final chance to break on through this and get a body onto the point. Lovely shots from Fame. He has been called out, though, and he is not long for this world. 15 seconds to go. No one from LAG able to get close. Ultra holding them at bay still.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's so tough. You have Fame now 6 and 15, just head on a swivel looking every direction. And maybe the 2 kills to try to get the break, but nope, you're just swarmed into death. Ultra, they did not give up a single thing on the map. That is exactly how they wanted to lock it down on defense. Quite literally, the moment where like Scrap was in red, 2 players on LAG were able to get inside the zone. Scrap just chalks it up. Like there wasn't even a single tip captured, and he just knows it is the B zone long term. Let me flood in through the left side, make sure we pick up the kills, and everybody on Ultra does the exact same thing. So very heads up, fundamental gameplay coming through from Toronto, and it doesn't hurt when they're out slaying as well.
No, absolutely. And we're seeing the same sort of thing. Ultra, a certain lethality to their respawn gameplay. They're fast and they are dangerous. LAG just a tiny step or 2 behind. Fame once again lacking in the stats department. We'll see if they can't turn it around here. Last chance on Karachi for LAG to keep fighting.
And kind of a funny look too. You have your AR player playing inside the zone. CleanX is the guy that's in the power position with a rival 9, but they're just waiting to sort of funnel through, and CleanX just waiting to sort of jump on the hill. He stayed in the same spot. This looks just to be the setup, and CleanX finally now making moves when he gets a little more information, but this has been a hill, or a zone rather, virtually uncontested. Ultra effectively get it for free. They've only had 1 death so far on the round.
Wonderful amount of time, great lives. They've got a very fertile approach towards this final zone at B. Will the approach be as good? Looking fantastic so far. Couple of kills. Over towards that B side of the map we go. CleanX, though, he and the rest of the boys very, very patiently cleaning their way out towards this zone. They can get there with the numbers. They can stack it and essentially end the map right here and now.
And look at, I was going to say, look at how CleanX is playing it. He is playing so quick to wrap around because Envoy already had so much clearance on the map. He buys you the clearance. You get a double stack in the point, scrap in position. This is Spawn Trap City. LAG, you get one shot to break this.
One chance, and they're running out of it. 50% through. That's going to be the cleanup on the back alley. Now towards the middle cut. CleanX has got that. No hope in hell. 4 down. That's the map. My God, Toronto Ultra exactly as they wanted it. Control is done, and that's the lead.
Yeah, and that is going to be in the running for closest to perfection of a round we're going to see in Control, I think, all year long on offense. It was perfect. They had 1 life lost, and they had already captured the A zone, had the maximum amount of time to work with to capture B, and quite literally, Envoy just gets back Diner behind enemy lines. Everyone else just floods into position. Instant breakdown that they did on offense and took full advantage. I think Fame not exactly enjoying his experience of Toronto Ultra playing like clockwork.
I mean, if you want a replay for that entire round, you could just look at the transition from capturing the A point, and then the maneuver that the whole Toronto Ultra roster took to go from A towards B. They battled their way through those close quarter moments, capture that point effortlessly. Fantastic work there on Karachi from Toronto. We'll see how we fare on Invasion. This is what we call out the shots there from Envoy. Brilliant, brilliant work from him. I think this might be the 2-piece from CleanX. He absolutely ripped his way through that second player. And again, a lot of individual moments like that, but the teamwork again from Ultra, very, very strong. What you would expect from a team that finished second place at Champs last year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, holy hell, too, by the way, the Rival 9, like, it's definitely not the easiest gun to use. Like, when I shoot it, doesn't look like that. Not even remotely close, but Envoy, I think, doing justice to the Ray Gun nickname that I've seen being used for the Rival 9. Absolutely beamy. And, I mean, him and CleanX just having an absolute feast. That was the moment, again, where Envoy is the only player near the objective, clears out the space, is just communicating where everybody is and what his teammates need to look at, and really just makes the game so easy for the rest of his team.
Indeedy. Well, there we go. Toronto Ultra take the lead in this series after a dominant Karachi Control. Now we say goodbye to all the other maps we have in the pool, and we say how diddly doodly to Invasion. Back-to-back, Hardpoint and Search and Destroy to close the series out. Now, LAG, you got to be licking your lips if you want to get towards that Game 5. Search was pretty solid for them on high-rise if they can win a Hardpoint, which at the moment, where the respawns have gone, not terribly likely, but Invasion, a very, very different beast to sub-base. We will see how this one goes. Invasion chance, we've seen this played quite a few times, very, very rotation heavy. The better team usually wins. There's not as much chaos or pandemonium, but we do keep an eye on that Embassy hardpoint, that 5th one in the rotation. Very, very important for the comebacks. That's what we love to see here in the CDL. Drama, comebacks, excitement.
And you would really have to imagine that's the type of hill that like LAG are going to be desperate to be able to get, because the 2 respawns, not really remotely close. I think someone has really just like suffered in the kills column. Like a shining light for LAG. Diamond Con has been playing incredibly well every single map, but outside of map, there's been a struggle point for the remaining players. So need to bounce back. Rotations are going to be absolutely the focal point for LAG to be in it. At the same time, though, Ultra, they have been on cruise control. I don't know if they're stopping anytime soon.
Oh, maybe not. Well, Invasion coming up in a moment. We'll see if the boys keep it going again for the watch party taking place in Toronto at their facility. They want to see a dub. They want everyone to be happy. They're going to be signing stuff. You want to be taking photographs, and you want to be doing that with a squad that maybe won 3-1 or 3-2. You don't want to be doing that with a squad who might be a bit salty after a loss. We'll find out how that one goes. And for the guys on LAG, what a ridiculously difficult opener they've had for the season so far. Chance what? Their schedule is a tough one.
And literally the toughest it could possibly be. It is like you're the expected top 4 teams, they get them in a row. Like that is genuinely brutal. At the same time, though, you're going to learn incredibly quickly because it is sort of that, match environment. Everybody's going to be trying and really getting that full force. So LAG, hope to see quick improvements because the respawn's a bit of a struggle.
Sink or swim so far, but again, a wonderful litmus test for that squad to see how they will fare as against the rest of the league. Of course, Boston coming up in basically what it feels like an hour. It's not. It's in January, but it does feel pretty fast upon us. We'll see how like LAN goes as well. Totally different environment. Take the online matches with a pinch of salt, COD fans. Everything changes when we get on the bright lights and get on local area network. But we're almost ready to party here into our Invasion hardpoint. I mean, I think we've already sort of beaten this horse to death, but so far the respawns do look a lot stronger for Toronto Ultra. There's no getting around that. I don't think we can dress that up any other way. But again, liking what we're seeing individually out a lot of the members of LAG. Diamond Con shooting fantastically. Estriel, the first taste we've got him in the Pro League so far, chance, heads on straight, and he's shooting pretty well also.
Yeah, and again, I think especially in S&D Estriel, even if the kills column wasn't overly fantastic, was certainly a key point in a bunch of rounds where they're able to get the win just based off the information he was getting. So the playmaking potential, I think, for LAG, absolutely there. If they get to a game 5, their S&D certainly looks like their strongest mode, and Invasion is very much a map where, like, I mean, we saw it earlier for Carolina where they were playing the Heretics. Carolina more or less won or went even on 4 out of the 5 hills, and then just got outscored on P5, maybe 110-5. So an absolute gauntlet of a map. There is so much potential for a team to sort of pull off an upset if they can just dominate that, like, super money hill.
Yeah, that is the moneyest of all money hills I think we've seen so far in the CDL. I mean, the stats will tell us, a story in a couple of months' time, but it feels like a very expensive one indeed to lose. Costly, to say the least. Almost ready to go, guys. See if I can get an update. Looking around. Almost ready to get ourselves into this 4th match of the series. And a surprise, I think the Search and Destroy would have expected to be a little bit more favorable towards Toronto Ultra, but hey, High Rise, first time we got to see it, was not without its drama. It's a shame we don't have snipes. You know what I mean, Chance? It's a shame.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. It's like a map-dependent thing. Like High Rise, the snipes get awkward because it's just you're watching the cross-off spawn every time. It's situational. It's a weird conversation this year, for sure.
It sure is. Well, let's get to another conversation. We've got the coaches poll. Pre-season, we've talked about this a little bit. This is how the CDL coaches have ranked the team so far, and not too far off where we're sitting. I mean, sadly, this is an S-ranked team taking on a D-ranked team, according to our coaches. But the C ranks, that's where things have gotten real spicy. Of course, Heretics, big victory today. Same with Vegas Legion. They also had a fantastic win today against a squad that was arguably higher than them in the standings. We'll see how these standings look, I suppose, by the end of the next few weeks.
I mean, one of the biggest sort of mystery points as well is the overwhelming majority of these power rankings is getting based off of like respawn. Like there's a little bit of S&D scrimming going on, but it is primarily you are running through the respawn maps consistently. So like Vegas was pretty down low on that category, and then in Search and Destroy looked nearly flawless. They just went like 12-2 or 12-3 in round count. So like S&D is that mystery game mode. Same thing could potentially be said for like LAG, where if they start just stealing one of those respawns here or there, their S&D look pretty good. Like you never know how dangerous a team can actually be until you see them in the match environment. Well, for LAG, make it or break it time here on Invasion.
Here we go. Smack bang in the middle of the map. P1. That sad little tree. Gonna be fighting around that, getting on the inside of that hotel. Couple of kills going the way of the boys of LAG. In from behind comes Insight. Nice work, Estriel, to stay alive and maintain control for a few moments more. A long run, though, for a lot of these players to get back to this hard point, so expect a few of them to start thinking about new.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say Envoy hasn't lost a single step, but good news for Fame. Loses that gunfight there, and nice little kills coming all the way across the map. Decent time so far being collected on P1 from LAG, and you also have bodies all over the map. I mean, players just like spawning in the top right next to each other. It is going to be a little bit of chaos for these final 10 seconds, and CleanX maybe lives for it, but Diamond is still on point. His gun has been hot.
Oh, we're battling tooth and nail for every single second here at P1 inside the hotel. Top left-hand side of the minimap next. LAG have had a presence here, Estriel mainly, for a good 10 to 15 seconds. That is a lifetime in this game mode. 2 hard points up, LAG are in. Here comes CleanX.
I was going to say, Estriel should be able to trade him. He actually doesn't. And more important for CleanX, the kills are going back and forth. He at least got rid of the trophy. And he's getting a trophy out himself. But yeah, Fame just wins the gun. He gets the trophy out of the way as well. So LAG playing this P2 extraordinarily well.
No trophies for Fame, though, sadly. Does manage to trade out with a couple of death nades, so a bit of martyrdom there on P2. But here comes Ultra. A lot more numbers here on the point. Wonderful amount of time garnered from LAG, though, in that opening battle. Looking towards new already. That's been shut down in massive way. Insight in the feed. He's not letting anyone cross that central courtyard area while Envoy soaks the time.
I was going to say playing extremely well, but now you're sort of stuck in that, like, back embassy blender. You've just been dying relentlessly off spawn. Nobody can make a move. It's already a hike and a half to get across the map. Effectively tied up game after the P2 goes, and I think the trophies had a lot to do with it. And now you just have CleanX right back in time. LAG slowly going to be working. CleanX, though, over Chow's, and that is a beautiful thing for LAG. All this time, not going to be going Ultra just yet.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place to be inside the embassy when the hard point's there with you, but when you're alone, not so nice indeed. Here we go, though. LAG, good breaks. Convoy sneaking from behind. Yeah, his teammates are there. Lovely pinch all over the hard point. Lead change once again. Ultra back in it. Scrapper range down the B street. Good tags in a Fame. Not enough for the kill. Less than 30 seconds to go here on Showers, and we're going to go across the map once again. Nice hard point, though, chance. Neck and neck.
Yeah, and so much time you have to give away. You do have Diamondcon, though, on the very early rotation. He's going to have a little battle against Scrap, potentially. We saw Clay in this spot earlier, just trying to keep these guys out of the hill. Really playing heavily just to the slaying category. And, hey, there's Scrap's first. He's 4-9 for the moment, but this is a spot where he really is looking to heat up.
Looking to get himself in towards that broken apartment. It's now open for business. Assault at range there. He'll be on top of that tank in a moment. The trophy's already in position to help out. Lovely tags. Cleans things up. Hardpoint though still. LAG, they're the players trying to make their way forward. Scrap doing the best he can from this street level. Can he find any more kills? Nope. Diamondcon flying forward. Trades are on point. The comms for Ultra. Fantastic.
Yeah, and this is the Swarm as well, but Envoy wins a big one in the back. Players trying to climb the ladder inside. This is your sort of pressure moment. Oh, they make it easy at the start, straight up the ladder and straight down to death. You got to chalk that one up and play for P5, and Ultra is going to be a very interesting team to see if they can break this down. 20 seconds to work with the old time being collected, and CleanX is soaring, making moves. And he's just looking for the damage. This is a great spot, but there you go. Assault finds too. Diamondcon doesn't want to play with that at all. And now Ultra, a massive lead, but they're going to have to hike all the way across the map to deal with P5.
Such a long way to go. Fame is going to be able to deal a little bit of damage here. He's on the wrong side of town. His boys have got that embassy. Here's the comeback moment for LAG. Keep an eye on that scoreline. 100-point game. Could potentially get far, far closer. Set up in every possible corner and get ready for the onslaught. Here come Ultra.
And you just have to know, everyone's getting funneled through the left side. Assault just loses the gunny, but his teammates pick up everything. There you go, Diamondcon and Estriel. Only one man left to look for, and he gets taken care of as well. Looks like that full 60 going to be out and bound LAG, making sure they capitalize on the big one.
Oh, this is fantastic. I saw that he's the tip of the spear right now. The man outside of the embassy walls. 20 seconds remaining, and it is a perfect 60 from the Los Angeles Guerrillas there on Embassy. That is exactly what you expect, and it's exactly what they needed to keep themselves alive and kicking in this hard point. Back to P1 we go, back to the base of the hotel. So far, Ultra, they're the first team in.
And of course, the big question long term is, are LAG going to need to get that hill for a full 60 twice? Because it looks like if Ultra ever get that rotation, that might just be GG. Because even here on P1, they've got the early setup. They've got everything nice and under control. Great tags coming through, but the kills aren't quite there. Envoy attempting to pounce on it. LAG, maybe the main advantage. That's going to be 2, make it 3 down, and the hill going to be theirs.
Beautiful shots there from Assault. Lovely teamwork as well. Can Diamondcon get in there? Slip slide. Not great timing. Scrap up close and personal with the MCW. Beautiful shots. Estriel off spawn straight back into the fray. Can you get the break? You want to move as fast as possible. Not to mention the fact that 30 seconds already passed at this point. Looking towards new as well.
They're fighting for the time, and it looks like they're going to get it. This might be the call for rotation. You already have Envoy in position and trying to set up exactly where Estriel did the last go-around, but good scrap time for LAG to get. It's not going to be easy to make this break, though. Estriel trying to hunt down Envoy, but yeah, the cross is already covered. Clean 3 down. That is a deep spawn away, and at least at the start of this hill, this should be easy time, or maybe not for number 2. Has an opportunity for a flank, so maybe Fame can make a play. I don't know if Ultra are going to read this just yet.
Yeah, it's so hard. The close quarters battle around these archways and these crosses. So difficult to get out there. 2 trophies now working inside the hard point for Toronto Ultra. All those nades being eaten up. Scrap. Can't get all of them. Here comes the reinforcements. Oh, CleanX goes down as well. Estriel, what a 2-piece. He will be traded out. But the numbers there, for a brief moment, not in favor of Ultra.
Well, I mean, for Ultra, though, they at least have control of the hill, and they're going to be, like, having that embassy side spawn open. So Ultra can just set themselves up on rotation as well. If you're LAG, you're pretty much desperate for this break. You need the scrap time, and you need to rotate. They at least get the players out of the hill. So scrap time, looking good, looking like it's on the cards. But that rotation, a long way to go for a 40-point game.
Yeah, Yeah, you certainly needed the perfect set of kills on those Ultra players. You had to push right on through to that low right-hand side of the map. This is a brutal hardpoint rotation. Ultra, very, very much ahead of the curve. They're long gone. Fame, the only man here for LAG, who's going to be up close and personal in a moment, but it might be too late. The guns of Ultra will surely be up and ready for it. Spidey senses maybe more than tingling for Envoy. He knows they're up close.
This is a big gunfight to win, too. Fame, gotta get him out of this time. Stun coming through, but Envoy just chows it aggressively. His teammates are picking up all the kills on the cross as well, and Ultra, well, they can't quite win it here, but they're gonna be incredibly close. This is such good time to get.
CleanX looking to drive the dagger into the back of the reinforcements here. Can he cut them off before they can even get into the fight? Scrap's doing what he can from Ruggs. 2-piece from him. 30 points now for the win for Ultra. And it's going to be a 3-1. Assault cut down. Scrap in the feed. Absolute dominance from him. It's a 3 spree. Strong work indeed. Another rotation chance. The game is technically not over yet, but Ultra incredibly close to the win.
And Scrap's already back home. I mean, CleanX in that moment disappeared like a ghost in the wind, and finally CleanX jumps and makes his move. So this is just turtle time. You got to get to the point. You got to pray you get all these kills, and you have to win the rotation as well. So LAG, the potential is there. It's going to be incredibly difficult, especially if CleanX just finds the opening, and he just gets the freebie just like that. Ultra called game.
That is magic. Toronto Ultra, it's a 3-1 with the invasion hardpoint being the cherry on top. GG's in the chat. And they'll be celebrating there in Toronto with the many fans in attendance there at the watch party. Ultra, dominant work in the respawns. Search and destroy, a little bit of work to do there, boys, but you got plenty of time.
I mean, honestly, maybe not even a lot of work to do. Like, I think a lot of their issues on high rise were just like B Street getting bullied out just a little bit. But I'd say in the respawns,